We can start timer. Yes. Okay. So let's start with the story. I started. I was working a year ago with another team in a company where they had we have to write the ticket at the beginning of the commit. And I am a person who likes a lot of conventional commits and small commits, so I do a lot of small commits, and that was a pain in the ass. So then I learned about, I found a way to actually do this automatically, where you have a pre-commit message hook in Git, and then you can write a simple bash script where you can actually get the ticket from the branch name, and then you can append it or prepend it on the commit message itself. But there is a story here, so I wrote my bash script, and then I was adding more logic on it, and I am a person who likes a lot of refactoring and making things even better, in small increments. And with Bash, I was testing the script, of course, manually, and that was a bit pain in the ass. And then I thought, okay, actually I need to write some assertions. So then I did that, so I wrote an assert script, and then this is a very, I bet that you even, if you don't know Bash, this is very simple or familiar. If you have done any test of any kind, you have an expected value and the actual value, and then you compare it. And if it's not the same, then you just stop the execution. So then I wrote some tests based on, okay, this is the assertion. When I have this branch, I'm on main, then I expect to have this output as a commit message when I run the script with this. But of course, if I have a prefix on the branch name as a feed, or I can override it with doc, or I can have a scope with conventional comments and so on. Okay, there's a lot of logic here. So I thought actually, I got a lot of fun doing this kind of experience of assert. Let's write a framework to be able to write tests in Bash. So, framework you can see here, we got about over 300 starts and over 20 people collaborating here. So I started this project a year ago, and then two friends of mine just joined, and then suddenly random people starting creating PRs. And then people also, just after a few months working on this project, some people ask me next Twitter, they say, okay, but actually there is also, do you know BAS? There is also a BAS_unit. There are other libraries there. I had no idea because I'm not a BAS expert. I'm not, but I just wanted something simple. So I got into the experience of doing all of this. So there here you can see, this is, for example, the bashunit project is tested fully in bash unit itself. So these are the pipeline, for example, running in macOS. We have over here, you can see, I don't know, 300. Oh my gosh, yeah, well, a lot of assertions, so the library is working. And so we have also documentation, very nicely done. So a quick start here. So you can have a demo. You can just install it with the script here. You can check it yourself. It's just there, open source, or you can also just use a release that they have here with the notes. You can just have the bash unit there, or you can also use Brew or Mac ports and just have it there. Okay, and I use the example here. We create a folder test. We have a test example, right? An example underscore test. You have a function starting with test, and then you can use assertions. You just run it, and you have a nice output. Okay, what type of assertion do we have? So, all of this here, and you can just take a look at the documentation. So, I think it's pretty, what you might wonder is, what is we don't have? So we have also nice command line with configuration, with actually this is very small here. We have setup, teardowns, data providers, test double, mocks, spice. I have a snapshot testing also, which works really amazing. Skipping incomplete, standalone, so you can use bash unit in your pipelines. Like for example, you work with in PHP community, we have PHP stand. They use bash unit for the pipelines. So you can use bash unit without the runner, just with the -a. You say the expectation, and then here you have the nice output. If there's an error, then you have it. So you can use it without the runner itself. And what else? The code, for sure. Actually, a feature is the finished, not this. Let's go there. Make it bigger. Let's run bash unit test. Parallel testing, yes. So I implemented last week parallel testing, so you can run, I'm running all the unit tests of bash unit in parallel, and so each file is 10 seconds, sorry. Each file is running in a single thread, and once they are all done, then you have a success for each test, and then at the end, when you see here, there is a little give them a present. Through the entire aggregating all the results here, and then is what you get here in the end, because otherwise it's way slower. This is 10 seconds. Yeah, now question, yes. But here, if I run it again, with simple, you will see it will be about double, 18 seconds.
Nice.
Way slower.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sorry, did you say you had mocks in a bash testing library?
Yes, but we're working on them to make it better. We have them to the one level, but not to nested level.
Can you give me any example? Because I'm very curious.
Oh yeah, okay. So, yes, let's search for mocks. Mock, here mock, run mock. In mock here, documentation is there, right? So, okay, let's go to test. Here, for example, here, we need to mock, for example, to make a test, not on window, now on window without with post. So here I'm mocking, I have a Mac, but I need to mock that I'm on Windows. So what is this, for example? This function is making, doing even more mocks. So it's mocking that I am on Windows and I'm not on Linux and I'm not playing Ubuntu, VisiBox and MacOS, for example, right? And this is actually a function. So the mock, this is the thing, and this is the function that, here it is, that I am checking. This is the actual function, right? That I am on Linux. So with the mock, I'm overriding the actual value, and this mock false, as you can guess, is just returning 1. It's interesting thing. If you know Bash, you know that false is 1 and true is 0. That's something I just got used to, unfortunately. But yeah, that's Bash. One thing I forgot to mention, super important. This is a funny story, that this is compatible with Bash 3.2, which is Bash from 2007. Why? Because there's actually modern Bash, which has a lot of maps and arrays and a lot of complex stuff, really cool stuff. But this is modern Bash. I didn't have modern Bash when I started with this thing. I started with my computer with Bash 3.2, so I used what they had. And that's why now it's compatible with 3.2, which is really old Bash, and everything is working on that. So, yeah. I can show the code if someone asks.
Yeah, question to your right. On your right. Question.
There you go.
If I'm not mistaken, then Bash switched to the GPL3 license, and that's the moment where Apple decided they no longer want to upgrade. And I think that's the reason why you have Bash from the Stone Age.
It can be, but I've heard it can be, yes, but I've heard that from next year they will upgrade to the latest. I don't know. I don't mind. I don't plan to upgrade Bash in my computer just to make sure I have my version. Some things are super complicated because of this.
One more question over here.
Sure. Wait. There's one more here. There's a queue here. My God, parallel.
So when I hear Bash, I hear it's the only thing on my system, so therefore I'm going to use it. So don't need any dependencies. But then how do you get this? It doesn't come. So
sorry again.
It's a dependency. You need to get this from somewhere.
Yes. So
if you have a dependency, then why not use
installation? You can go with a function, just do this thing and then you have it to run your GitHub action, or you can just
curl
glue.
install. Yeah. Or say go back. Sorry.
What?
Curl install. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
That's how you get it. Good. That's what.
Yes. Installation here, the first line.
Perfect. Thanks.
No worries.
Question on your right.
Do you feel that by encouraging people to use Bash, by making it nice in some way, that you're a little bit like a drug dealer with it?
Are the drug dealer with
Well, now I'm suffering the pain, so you don't have to. When you write Bash, now you can write good Bash, right? You can make sure that the functions you write are working the way you expect. That's the point. So I really like testing and refactoring and all of these cool things. And I didn't find that when I encountered this bad situation with the pre-hook last year ago. So then I just wrote this by accident, and now I maintain it because I have a lot of fun, and there's a community behind which is also really helpful. and there's 20 issues, 5 pull requests there, stuff, I don't know. And it's growing, and as I said, for example, the next milestone is about improving mocks, and it's experiencing and also experimenting with a language which I'm not an expert in the end, right? My professional language is another one, Bash is just for fun. I don't know, it's super weird, but in the end it's also a way to do it for you in case you have to do Bash, because I think a language that can unite all of us is Bash. Unfortunately, right? I think that's the truth. I mean, we have to write any Bash somehow. So I think now there's a way to have also good Bash tested in a way that is simpler, because the other libraries are really complicated.
Thank you very much. There are more questions actually, like the Barbara talked about later on.
All right.
Like
All right.
questions. Nice. Thank you very much. That concludes presentation number 6.
Okay.
That means we have 7 now. Who will be number 7? I know you are 8. Okay, then go. Yeah. Oh, who wants to? Like before we had, or did the person leave that was